right, here we go. Part 3 of the relative pickup penny hunt. So let's see what we can find. I can hopefully bring you in on a find on the first roll, but if not, we'll go through 5 and see if there's anything to mention. See you in a second. All right, nothing yet, but I just wanted to show you that half a box in part 1, box 2, and now box 3. These are the condition coins that I'm finding, which is awesome. If I could find a 92 close AM, a 98 wide AM, a 95 double die in this condition, it would be unbelievable. But unfortunately, that has not happened yet, but I am hopeful. All right, just wanted to show you what I'm looking at for hunts. Be right back. Roll 6, flattened it out, started hunting, and we have a Wheatie. I wasn't even looking for it because I'm not finding them. Let's see what we have. 1941 has a DDO, a few of them. Nothing in the date. Nothing in Liberty. And nothing in God We Trust. Damage. All right, but we got a Wheatie on the board. Keep going. I'll bring you in when I get enough finds. See you in a second. All right, the first 10 rolls, we have a 1995 Canadian, a 1998 Canadian, a 1973 S, 1941 Wheatie, and I have a couple to show you under the scope. We have a 1983 with a grease strike on Liberty. The RT wire pretty much missing. And then I have a, what is this, 1989 with a die clash. You can see the clashing right in here, up in here, down in here. Let's get into the next 10 rolls, hopefully less. I'll bring you in with the finds. Roll number 13, and I didn't see it when I flattened it out. We got a Wheatie. Let's see what we have. 1956 out of Denver. Nothing out of the ordinary. All right, let's keep going. Flattened out roll number 14. Kind of peeking through them. We have a 44. Looks like San Fran. Yeah, 44 San Francisco. I'll take that. Definitely chewed up. All right. And I did see a Canadian, of course, right here. What do we have here? It's 1982. All right, let me finish out this roll. I'll bring you back in if I find anything cool. Rolls 11 through 20, we have free gifts, which I haven't found any yet. We have a 1982 Canadian, a 1971 S, 1944 S, and a 1956 Denver. All right, let me keep going. See you in a second. Roll number 28. And where is she? Right there. We got another dime. 9 cents richer. Yay. 1983. All right. Not seeing anything else here. I gotta say, this is a very we got a Wheatie. Depressing hunt. 1944 Philly. All right. Bring it back in if I find anything else. Rolls 21 through 30. We have a 1978 Canadian, 1979 Canadian, a 1983 Canadian, 1991 Canadian. I have a 1983 Philly Dime and 1973 S. And then our one Wheatie, which I think was a 1944. I do have this here. It's a 1989 with actually a really decent reverse die clash. So we have good clashing over here. We have really good clashing up in here, over here, right there, some in here. There's a little bit, it shows up better this way, under the Monticello, not the Monticello, I'm sorry, the Lincoln Memorial. So we have a little bit, excuse me, right under here. So that's a decent find. Now let's see what else we can pull out of this box. It's been pretty dry so far. All right, see you in a second. Just flattened out roll number 31, and we have a Wheatie. $1952, and we have a foreign. I don't know how they fit these in here. It's a nice shape. 2000, and again, I don't know where these ones are from. Take a quick scan. Nothing obvious. All right, I'll bring it back in if we find anything else. Just flattened out roll number 35, and we have a Wheatie. Ooh, 1941 S. That's nice. Looks like it's in fairly decent shape too. All right, I didn't see anything else jumping out at me. Bring it back in if I find something. All right, so I just pulled this 1989, and I'll show you the reverse. You see that FG there. And then I have this 1988 and that FG. Is it me or do they look the same? I think I have a 1989 with the reverse. I can't tell. Can't tell if there's like a, I don't know. Is it a flared G? Could be. I'll hold it aside. Let me know what you guys think. If this is the reverse of an 88, or if it's in, if it is an 89. Just a different looking FG. You see this one again. This is the 88. I can't tell. They look the same, but the other one has a little bit of dip on the bottom of the FG. So I'll show you that one more time. Right down here. Right here, I can't tell if that's damage, like a dark spot. See right there, it looks like a little dip. I don't know if that's, let me zoom in more. If that's like a dye chip. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know, might not be. Let me know what you guys think, if anybody's familiar with the reverse FGs for the 88 and 89. I'll hold it aside. I just can't tell. All right, let's get back into it. Rolls 31 through 40. We have our foreigns. Another one of these. I don't know where this is from. A 2000. 1 penny. We have our 85 Canadian. I pulled a 1969 S. I don't find these very often. We have a 1941 S Wheatie. 1952 Philly Wheatie. The possible 1989 with the reverse of 88, which also looks like it has the jail die clash on it, which I didn't notice before. I'll have to take a closer. Let's just do that now. That does not show up. A little bit there. So right in here, here. So that's cool if that's what, I think that's a jailhouse or jail die clash. That's cool. Very minor. Only shows up on certain lighting. So here we go over here. You see it again there, and then I don't see much on the reverse, but that FG is throwing me off. But we definitely have a die clash. You see a little bit of clashing right here. It's a little bit right here. Looks like they tried to fix it because there's a bunch of die abrasions. Oh, look at that. We have a T and a Y too. From Liberty. There's the Y and the T. That's actually really cool. Alright, let's keep going. Looks like a little bit of the R right there. Alright, let's keep going. I also have a 1999 with a pretty large die crack. Looks like it goes from here all the way down to about here. And just trying to see if there's anything else. I think that's just damage on the pillar. That's part of the crack. Yeah, it looks like it's part of the crack. So that comes actually down here, and then looks like it comes over this way. Does it come, maybe comes down into here? I don't know. That looks like it goes into the end of scent too. Right here, and then down to here. Maybe in, I don't know, I can't tell. That's a nice sized die crack though. Wow. Alright, so those are two pretty good finds. Alright, let's keep going. Last 10 rolls. Bring in with any finds. just flattened out roll 44. And the Canadian. But we have a Wheatie. 1940. In decent shape. And what do we got for our Canadian friend? $1963 Younghead. Alright, let me keep going. Bring you back in if I find anything cool. See you in a second. Alright, just flattened out roll 45. And we have another large foreign. That one's kind of cool looking. And 1 pence from Ireland. 1990 Erie. That's cool. And then, what's that? 52? 1952 Denver Wheatie. And I did see this one. $1958 Denver Wheatie. I think that was it. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, I just dumped out roll 47. And could that be a Steely? Let's see. No way. What is that? Is that a 59? Oh, that's cheesy. Let's see. Oh, wow. That looked just like a Steely. Could this be a no plated? Let's see if, let me put it under the scope, see if we can see any copper on here. Copper on that 5. The rim. This is painted. All right. Well, that was exciting for half a second. All right, let me go through this roll, bring it back in if I find anything. All right, those last 10 rolls have been hunted. We have our Ireland coin from 1990. We have our 1963 Younghead. We have our Screw You coin, 1959 Faker. We have a 1940 Wheatie, 1952 D Wheatie, and a 1958 D Wheatie. We have a couple of finds here. So I have a 1999 with a misaligned die. So you can see out here it gets thicker on the rim. This is very minor. And then it gets thinner to non-existent right here. We have one of those. I have a 1982 with the same type of thing. Misaligned die, so it starts to get thicker. Right around here. And then thins out under the bust. You can see on the reverse it's pretty uniform all the way around. A little bit off. Okay. Then we have a 1980 grease strike. So LIB are gone. It's not grease still on the die. It's definitely a grease strike. And then we have a 1989 with a die clash. So you can see that right there. If I spin it this way, it shows up a lot more right there. If I go this way, it shows up there, and it lightens up. So that's a Clash die. We found a few Clash dice. It's pretty cool. But the best one was that Jailhouse Clash die. Alright, let me get all the coins situated and I'll bring you back in for the final wrap up. Alright, here's our finds for part 3. We have our free gifts sticker, something that fell off. We got a 1983 Philly dime. And our 1959 Faker. We have our foreigns. We have our Irish coin from 1990. I don't know where this is from 2000. 1963 Canadian, 78 Canadian, 79, 82, 83, 85, 91, 95, and a 98. We have our S-mints, 1969 S, 1971 S, 73 S, and another 73 S. Obviously that 69 S was not the DDO. 40s Wheatie, 40, 41, 41 S, 44, 44 S. 50s, we got 52, 52 Denver, 56 Denver, 58 Denver. First round of errors and varieties, we have a 1982 with a very minor misaligned die. This 1999 that has a slight potential to be an off-center strike. There's a little bit on the reverse. We have our 1980 with LIB missing, so that's a grease strike. We have a 1983 with RTY just about missing, so another grease strike. We have our large die crack, starts from the word of, just above the rim there, and potentially comes down to the letter N in cent. We have our die clashes. You can see that right there inside the fourth pillar from the left. Another die clash. And another die clash. Down here we have our Jailhouse coin. So I'm trying to get the, you can kind of see it there. If I come over this way, it kind of disappears. Now you see it right there. So that's really cool for our best die clash. And you can see the letters Y and T. You can see that clearly right here. So that's an awesome find. All right, everybody. If you made it this far and you enjoyed this hunt was actually a good one for the pennies. Part 3, I would have to say, was the best in terms of finds. So if you've made it this far and you liked this hunt, please consider subscribing and maybe even hitting that notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming hunts. And please hit that like button. It does help the video gain some momentum with YouTube's algorithm, and it also helps out the channel. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, we finally have some upgrades and fills, spots filled for our album. We have a 1920S, very worn, but a spot filled. We filled the 1928 we filled 1941S. We also filled 1963D and 1975D. For upgrades, we have the 1959D, then the 1974D. We also have the 1977D and the 1978D. So we have some new spots filled. Let me zoom out a little here. We need a lot of work on this album though. Missing a lot of wheats. Picked up some, but still missing quite a few. And then we start to fill up in the 40s, 47 and on, we start to fill up. I'm missing some decent shaped D mints, a lot of S mints, and D mints and S mints. All right. Well, here we have it for our album. Finally got some spots filled, which is nice. All right. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, tap that like button. See you on the next one.